Here's your ring.
Stop! What are you doing with the ring? I love the ring!
$4,000.
This guy spent $90,000 on a woman in prison that he met on a dating site, is now completely broke, and he decides to throw a $4,000 engagement ring in the ocean and probably choke a fish to death. Meet Scott from the show Love After Lockup. He's essentially just this show's version of David from 90 Day Fiancé, or possibly even worse in terms of simpage.
Me and Scott are staying in separate rooms because I'm not comfortable with a sexual relationship with him.
She's not just saying that she doesn't want a sexual relationship right now, she's saying she doesn't want one with him at all. And he knows this. It's right out in the open. He doesn't care, I guess.
I really wanted to have sex with Lizzie.
Except that's all he cares about, and it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly, and all she cares about is the money that he gives her. It's a terrible relationship that we all get to watch.
We're here, finally! My first store in 9 years! Oh my goodness! Hurry up! Why won't it open?
She is as excited or more excited about going to a store than she was when she first saw her fiance. I couldn't find the clip, but she jumped on him and then literally knocked his tooth out. And believe it or not, that was probably the high point of the relationship.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. This guy's filling up a bucket of items right now. They're at a gas station. Why don't you just go to Walmart or something? They have to ring all these up one at a time. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
I can get whatever I want. Chocolates. I can do whatever I want. And he's okay with it. I don't even know what this is, but I'm getting it.
I can already tell this is going really well for Scott. There's a lot of love here in this relationship. For example, she really loves to spend his money, and he loves thinking about how he might probably not have sex with her someday.
I love Lizzie. I'm extremely happy. It almost doesn't feel like it's real. But, you know, she wants to live like a princess.
Yeah, when I think princess, I think spending $200 at a gas station on garbage.
I've been able to give Lizzie close to $92,000, but I have blown through my savings and I ended up in debt. I'm afraid to tell her I'm broke.
I don't understand, Scott. Why would you be afraid to tell her? You guys are madly in love. If you said you had no money, she'd be like, yeah, well, that's okay, Scott. I love you for who you are, which is a guy that gives me money. And you don't have money, so I don't love you.
I'm hoping Lizzie, Jasmine, Adam, and me can find a whole house and live together and be happy.
To me, the most irritating thing about this situation is the fact that they have to drag their kids through all this bullshit. I don't really see anything wrong with the whole sugar daddy, sugar baby type relationship as long as everyone knows what they're getting out of it. But the fact that this guy's misreading the whole situation and acting like they're gonna start this big happy family in this nice house is insane. Also, Lizzie has not spent time with her daughter in like 9 years, but now that she's finally out, her daughter needs to deal with the fact that some creepy dude who wants to bang her mom is always gonna be following them around.
Oh my goodness, look at this! Look at this bed!
She's running and jumping around like a little kid while poor Scott's back here taking care of all the luggage and paying for all this stuff, and at the end of the day, he doesn't even get laid.
This is like amazing. This is the best feeling ever. Oh my God.
Well, I hope the $90,000 was worth it, Scott, because it's pretty much all downhill from here.
I'm figuring enough stuff.
You know what? You're gonna buy me more. Hello?
Oh god, this is getting painful. Come on, Scott, man, have some respect for yourself. She snapped at him so quickly, and it's only the first day they're together. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone as easily controlled as Scott.
In the car, on the bed, I felt like I was just totally ignored. Sucks. 3 years.
I love this little self-reflecting waddle he does. But anyway, it seems like it's all working out, right? I mean, Scott's moping around behind a hotel while his girlfriend runs around inside with $90,000 of his dollars. I'm sorry, but if you're getting played this hard, you absolutely deserve it. Also, he doesn't really care about her reconnecting with her daughter. It seems he's mainly just thinking about himself and feeling bad for himself, hence the mopey waddle.
Just want someone that loves me.
You know what your problem is, dude? You didn't drop enough money. Maybe if it was like 200, 300 grand, she might love you, but 90? Get out of here. So everyone else goes swimming, but Scott is still just walking around outside, like sad, even though he could just go in. He's complaining about her not paying attention to him as he's actively going away from the situation. And also, I just gotta say again, I feel bad for both of their kids for having to deal with all this shit. Look at this. This is the least enthusiastic jump into a pool I've ever seen. This next part is incredibly awkward and difficult to watch.
Are you coming swimming? What's wrong?
I just want this all to be true.
What's going on?
No, nothing. I just.
Wow, her mood changed really fast because she knows exactly what Scott is thinking and what Scott wants to say, which is that she's taking advantage of him. But Scott's too afraid to bail and accept the fact that he might have wasted $90,000 on this investment, and he wants to stick around to see if it pays off someday. She doesn't care about love. He doesn't care about love. That's all garbage. They both want two different things. The only problem is it's not working for him, and it's working for her.
Like, I don't know about this.
Know about what?
This whole thing. The relationship. I said I didn't know if I did something wrong. I didn't know.
But what are you talking about?
I didn't know if you were upset at me.
About what?
That's the whole thing. I don't know.
Virtually nothing has changed in the nature of their relationship, but now he doesn't know about it all of a sudden. Now he's unsure about how this is working. The first 90 grand didn't set off a red flag.
I'm having a fun time.
I'm
swimming.
I know.
And you're out here.
I was worried about you being upset at me. It was
For what?
Look at the way he just stands there cowering in fear, nervously clutching his hands. Who do you think calls the shots in this relationship? And also, did you notice how he says, I'm worried that you are upset, even though he was just out there complaining about how he's upset and she's like really happy? So he is so afraid of her that he just completely crumbles under pressure and goes into apology mode.
It's all in your head.
Well, that was kind of creepy. Scott, you need to work on your posture. I'm just going to say it. No one's going to take you seriously standing like that.
Guess what? I'm out of prison.
See?
I can walk away.
See, no, come on, see, honey, look.
Come on, Scott. Come swimming, because I look down. Heaven forbid I look down.
Honey, look.
Scott.
Honey, look. No, come here. Listen, look.
Come on, Scott. Come on, little guy. You can buy me some more stuff. So she was upset for a while, but Scott gave her his credit card to use, so now everything's all good again.
I'm gonna buy you something. Guess what? Scott gave me his credit card. So.
Oh, okay.
I said yes to the engagement because I do love him and I do see a future with him. I mean, come on. He's gonna make sure I'm okay. He doesn't ask for sex. I mean, does that not sound good?
So to her, he's basically just a soft pillow of a human with no emotions who just gives her money.
What is he getting out of this? Like,
He just wants to hold my hand and get a peck on the cheek every once in a while.
Hey, I mean, I guess that sounds cool. Maybe he has a peck on the cheek fetish.
Say your vows.
I'm gonna
You
marry you.
have no idea why.
marry
this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying.
Say your vows, Scott. I'm gonna marry you. He said that like it was a threat.
I'm gonna
You
marry you.
have no idea.
I'm gonna marry you. If you're not careful, you better watch out. You wouldn't want that. The dude can't even BS his way through this. Seriously, even she's able to do that. He couldn't think of one actual reason he wants to get married that he can actually say out loud.
So you don't even know what you would say.
I would say I love you for accepting me for who I am.
There should not be a pause and a stop.
I'm sorry, but what is this face? He looks like SpongeBob when he found out Squidward really liked Krabby Patties. So in the next part, Scott goes around looking for a house for them all to live in.
I have risked a lot to be in a relationship with Lizzie. I risked my savings, my friends, my family. But at the end of the day, I think she is worth it. I am actually more in love with her than I was when we started all this.
See, I told you, David doesn't seem so bad now, does he?
I'm looking for a place that has room for me and Lizzie, Lizzie's daughter Jasmine, and my son Adam.
I can't see how this could possibly go wrong. This sounds like a real-life fairy tale. I bet Scott's right and everything just works out exactly how he imagines. This definitely doesn't sound like a disaster waiting to happen.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, honey. I'm looking at this amazing house. It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Maybe we need a 4-bedroom instead of a 3-bedroom because I really didn't want to have sex with me right away.
Alright, I'm gonna head out. How can you possibly take this much humiliation? You're paying for a house right now, and she's still calling the shots?
I've been learning a lot about myself and this new transformation of me, totally different than where I was before. If I'm on drugs or alcohol, baby, I'm yours, but I'm not going that route anymore.
What? Why would you tell him that? Now his first thought is gonna be, great, now how can I get her to do a bunch of drugs and alcohol?
Anything you need me to do, I'll do it. Then later on, we could turn the 4th bedroom into your giant walk-in closet. How's that?
That sounds perfect.
Okay?
The crazy thing is he has no idea that she was also talking to a bunch of other guys while she was in prison and getting money from them as well. I've seen a lot of simpy things before, but this guy might be the simpiest. He's basically the ideal simp. There's no sex. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. He just pays for everything without question. You ask him to do anything, he'll just waddle over and get it done. So I'm kind of doing this a little bit out of order. In the next clip, Scott meets Lizzie's daughter for the first time.
I was looking at houses today. She has a big house.
And not off to the best start. How could you possibly expect this girl to be happy about this situation, dude?
So hopefully maybe, you know, later on down the line, we could all move in together or...
I feel like that's not a good idea. I just want me and my mother to have a life together right now and spend time together and for me to get to know her.
Yes.
And that's my main concern.
You mean for the 9 years you waited for your mother to get out of prison, you didn't envision having this dude as a stepfather? This wasn't part of the dream?
So, Scott, how much money have you already spent on my mom?
Over 90,000.
Are you serious? $90,000.
And I don't know if she saved any of it. I really
Probably
don't.
not. No,
I really don't.
No, that's not okay.
God, what an awful, awful situation. And she's the only one here that has any sense whatsoever. I think Scott is just too blinded by whatever the hell he thinks love is to give a shit about the consequences to his actions.
Did she tell you what she's spending the money on?
The money was spent on drugs, most of it.
I'm sure she can't wait to move into the dream home with you. This sounds like it's going to be a great, healthy, stable relationship. Good job, Scott. Good job, both of you. Good job, everyone.
I'll be the best stepdad that I can be. The money was spent on drugs, most of it.
The more that I watch this, the more I realize how shitty this guy actually is. So, unsurprisingly, this relationship didn't last for more than a few weeks, and it was all pretty much just a waste. It's obviously very unhealthy when drugs are involved as well, clearly, and I think this is one of the most, if not the most toxic relationship I've ever seen on a reality TV show. Which is kind of saying a lot, because I've watched quite a bit of this and 90 Day Fiancé. I don't know, maybe there are worse ones I don't know about or I've forgotten about. You should comment about that, though. Jovi seems like a lot of fun to be around. That's another good one there. Anyway, I'm pretty much rambling at this point, so I'll let you get on with your day. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.
I'm extremely happy. It almost doesn't feel like it's real.